Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is a video topic that somebody commented yesterday and I was like, yeah, I don't have a video planned for today. That's a good one to do. So this is my current list of my banished books. I'm not really getting rid of them, but they will inevitably be on the shelves that you can't see behind my chair because I don't recommend them. But I also like to collect books, so I'm not like gonna get rid of them. There's only a handful of books I will ever really get rid of, and most of those were like my mother-in-law's books that both me and my husband were like, not our thing. Like, we're not Christian witches. She was. So a lot of the angels and Christian-y, love and light stuff is in our jam. So like those books we got rid of, and like a lot with like the archangels and just that stuff, not our thing, so I got rid of those books. But the rest of these, I'll eventually get through a lot of them. Some are her books, a lot are mine, few are my husband's, and so I haven't read all of them, so obviously this will probably change as time goes on, but these are the ones that I have reviews for currently that I know they're gonna be in the shelves that nobody can see because I don't like these ones. And for the full reasons of why I don't like these books, I will link all of the reviews below so you can have a full in-depth of why. So these are somewhat kind of in the order I've talked about them because I pulled them off of my shelf reverse order, and I do keep the books in order of what I have read this year. So this one was technically just barely not this year. So I finished this book on New Year's Eve of 2021. So this is a gift that I had gotten for Yule of last year. It's Modern Witch by Devin Hunter, Spells, Recipes, and Workings. So my husband and my mom went to a witchcraft shop out here and asked for some recommended books because they know I like to read. And so this was one that they had highly recommended, and I don't like the writing style too much. It feels a little too much trendy witchcraft for me. And also my biggest qualm is the actual like way it is printed. It is not user-friendly. A lot of this is just, it was repeated and some of it was kind of hard to read, and I didn't love it. This font is not my friend. Here it is again so you can kind of get an idea. But yeah, this book just felt more like an expanded magazine, and if that's the kind of thing that you're wanting, like really casual read, and again, magazines have a very distinct audience. If you are looking for books versus a magazine, they're very different. So if you want a magazine kind of style book, you'll probably like this. I felt like it was really fluffing out the book a lot because there are so many pages that are just little tiny blob, mostly pictures. And it's like this, I didn't like it. I really didn't. Hence, it's on the banished list. Next is one that I had high hopes for. If I remember correctly, I think I bought this one on Amazon. So this is Not Magic by Sarah Bartlett, something like that. A handbook of powerful spells using witches' ladders and other magical knots. So this is a small book and the information was not really helpful. It just wasn't my favorite book out there. It's very trendy witchcraft, which you're gonna find is the majority of my qualms. This publishing house is one that I will not buy from here on out, but my biggest issue with this book comes from the very beginning, and it is in really not easy to read font, by the way, in this blue with black, and it's like itty bitty. It says this book is for entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt any spell, recipe, procedure, or prescription in this book. The author, publisher, packager, manufacturer, distributor, and their collective agents waive all liability for the reader's use or application of any of the text herein. Instant banish. If you can't, as an author, stand behind your work and you're allowing your publisher to put that in your book, that's a red flag. As publishing house, if you're gonna write on that topic, you need to stand behind what your author is putting in there. This one I did get at Kohl's. I actually still have the Kohl's sticker on the back here. But this, same thing, it's the same publishing house. This is actually one of my most popular book reviews, which is really sad, because I'm like, it's a book I don't recommend. But it's Moon Magic, and of course the art is gorgeous, so it catches people's eye. We're not supposed to judge books by their covers, but we totally do. And this cover is gorgeous. And it looks like it would be a fantastic book, but it's not, and it has the same warning. And the information is just, you could Google this, honey. You don't need to spend, what, 20 bucks on this for something that's easily found on Google or YouTube, even TikTok probably. But again, biggest reason, entertainment purposes only. Instant Banished. This next one I read more recently, and it is this one. The Book of Kitchen Witchery by Caradwyn Greenleaf. So this book, the reasons I don't like it are a little bit more in depth than the last two, but to summarize, some of the recipes are very questionable, and she doesn't warn you about herbs and like, hey, FYI, you need to kind of research if it's gonna mess up your pills that you're taking, or you know, could kill you if you're trying to make alcohol on your own, because that can be dangerous. And also, she very much sways on ethics, and I didn't love the whole casting spells on others thing for especially love spells. So, Banished. I mean, the art is pretty. Publishing houses know how to make pretty books. And again, this is from a random publisher that I probably will not buy from again. Then we have far more recent, as in I read these like last week or something when I was in Vegas. So time's a thing, I can't keep track anymore. And also, I feel like I got run over by a truck today. So if I'm not like super high energy, that's why. But this one, Year of the Witch, Connecting with Nature Seasons Through Intuitive Magic by Temperance Alden. I just did a review of this book. I don't love it. It's very misleading for a book title and description of the book. It didn't really do what it set out to do. And a lot of this was just basic information. And again, I have a full review, and of course I do have an extended discussion for this one if you want to check that out on Patreon. But because it didn't set out and do what it said it was going to do, it's going on the banished list. And then lastly, I think I talked about this one like yesterday. I think that's when I edited this video. I record them in a block in advance, and then I edit them for days like this when I mostly feel like crap and I have very low energy, and then I don't always have book reviews ready to go every single day, so I have to do other videos since this one. But I think I did this one yesterday. So Curses, Hexes, and Crossing by S. Connolly, and I don't love this. The tone of this book is like, this will be the bottom of my banished books, which is saying something because some of these are pretty terrible. But the Better Than Thou, I can't with this book. So that is it for my current banished books list. Again, I have a whole bookcase here filled with books, and inevitably I will have more that I'll add to this. I think maybe I'll do this like as a yearly check-in of like how it's progressed over time. So anyways, that is it for my current list. Again, I have a bunch of books here, and I think at the end of the year, so in a couple months, I will do a full bookshelf tour of like all of the books I currently own, because next year I'm hoping to, I don't know if it'll be like the beginning of the year, but once I start to burn through quite a few of the ones I already have, I'm planning to start incorporating some new ones again. And like I said, I'm on mostly a no book buy. The only other book I'm going to be buying this year is the Yule book for the Sabbath Essentials, because then I'll be done. I've done them all. I'm thinking like spring or summer I'll be able to buy a lot more books, so my bookshelf by the end of next year should be a lot more fleshed out. I think I'm gonna outgrow this shelf really fast actually, because it already is pushing its luck on how much it can fit. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to switch it out and get like the traditional bookcases again and like fill it up there and like finish my bookcase wall I've got going on. I think I will do that. I don't know when in December it's gonna happen, but at some point in December we'll do a book tour of all of the ones I currently own. And then each year, because I plan on buying more books, obviously that's one of my things I like to do. So anyways, that's a thing that'll be coming. But for now, these are my current banished books list. And like I said, I'm sure there's going to be more, because there will always be more. There's always books that you just don't agree with, you don't really love. So anyways, with that ramblings, that is going to be it for this video. I would love to hear what books you have that are on your banished list. Do you keep them? Do you, like me, kind of just tuck them away in like little secret spots that nobody can see anyways, so like why not put them there? But you want to keep a full library. Or do you gift them away? Do you exchange them? Do you like just give them away, donate them? What do you do? Do you have a book burning party? Like what do you do? Huge thank you to my patrons. I'll have their names over here. If you would like to support me over there, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I post every single day. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.